Hey Gemini, what's going on everybody? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with your December 2021 tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in the comments down below. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you want to check out my official social medias, you're more than welcome to. All the information is going to be linked down in the description below. So Gemini, welcome on into December everybody, and let's see what we got going on. Starting off with the current energy here for Geminis. What current energies are rolling in here for Geminis, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout December 2021. What current energies do we got coming in here for Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout the month of December 2021. Let's go ahead and have a look, alright? We got here the Magician, we also got here the Eight of Cups, and we got here the Four of Swords. So, definitely a situation that's manifested. I feel like the situation that's manifested has been you walking away and isolating from someone or something here coming into the month of December. You could be walking away from a person, you might be walking away from a job as well, so take it how it resonates, right? Because this is a general read, so this could be about your friends, family members, your lovers, your job, your personal life, so on and so forth. So I definitely see you guys walking away from something here. And I think it was all kind of like a build-up, because the Magician here is saying like this is manifested. It happened, right? So in a way, I feel like there were a series of events that were leading up, that were building up to you walking away from something here. Clarify the Magician. What was the series of events that led Gemini to walk away from something? What was the build-up here? And what do we got? We got here the Ten of Pentacles, and we got here the Six of Wands. Yeah, I kind of feel this energy that you saw success was on the other side of something. Success wasn't where you were, but it was in a different direction, if that makes sense, Gemini. So you're like, where I'm at right now, success isn't here, but there is Ten of Pentacles in a different direction if I'm willing to go there. Let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords. What did Gemini necessarily walk away from in the month of December here? What is it that Gemini will be walking away from? What is it that Gemini will be walking away from? And we got here the Knight of Cups, and we got here the Eight of Swords. I think that you were walking away from something that is keeping you stuck and keeping you trapped. It's the energy of like, I'm done pursuing something that's keeping me stuck. Because the Eight of Swords can represent an energy of overthinking, but it can also represent the energy of feeling mentally trapped. There was something that was leaving you no room to grow on an emotional and mental level. I feel like there was something here that was stunting your growth, so in order for you to claim abundance, in order for you to claim a better energy, you had to go to a new path. Tell me more about what this is that Gemini is walking away from. Let's try to bring a little more clarity to light here of what it is that Gemini is walking away from. We got here the Nine of Pentacles, and we got here the Star card. Sorry, not the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know what it is about this tarot deck. I know my Roman numerals, but in this tarot deck, for some reason, my Roman numerals are backwards. So, we got here the Six of Pentacles, and we got here the Star card. You're walking away from something that you thought was what was meant to be in alignment with you, but truthfully it never really was. It was something that you thought was like your other half, or like where you were meant to be, but it wasn't. So this could be a relationship, right? Maybe you thought somebody was your divine counterpart, or maybe you thought somebody was your soulmate, or whatever label you gave the person, and then you come into the month of December and you're like, this is not who they are far from that person, so you walk away from that. It could have been about a job. Maybe some of you guys thought that you had a dream job lined up, and you were like, this is amazing, this is fantastic. But Gemini, the energy I'm picking up on overall is that in December, you're realizing something is not what you thought it was going to be. Something is not what you dreamed it would be, right? So a series of events here is going to lead you to walk away from whatever you came into alignment with, because you're recognizing this is not the path for me. There has to be a better path out there for me to take. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here and see what Gemini is dealing with in December. So what's Gemini going to be dealing with here? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout December 2021. What is Gemini dealing with here in the month of December? We got here the Eight of Pentacles, we got here the Death card, and we got here the High Priestess. So, Eight of Pentacles, the Death, and the High Priestess. On an intuitive level, something feels wrong. Yeah, I keep getting that for you. It's like the current path you were on, something felt wrong, something felt off. So whether or not you found somebody and you formed a relationship with them and you thought that this was perfect, something started feeling off to you in December. Whether it was about a job and you thought it was going to be the right job for you, something started feeling off about that job. It's like you just kept getting this intuitive feeling of like where you are isn't where you're supposed to be. Does that make sense, Gemini? So coming into what you're dealing with the Eight of Pentacles to the Death card. It's like, how can I make something work that I want to run away from? How can I make something work that feels wrong? So with that being said, there has to be some sort of change here. So the energies you were dealing with is like, I can't keep doing something that feels wrong for me. I can't keep doing something that doesn't feel right. So I have to make that decision here to walk away. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where things are going for you, Gemini, in the month of December. Where are things going to be going for Gemini here? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout December 2021. We got here the Nine of Wands, we got here the Hermit card, and we got here the Six of Cups. Yeah, it was like, do I stay where I'm uncomfortable, Nine of Wands? Do I stay where I'm unhappy? Or do I isolate from what doesn't feel right and really start to connect with what does? You know, Six of Cups here. Six of Cups is interesting because it could be a card that represents the past, but it also could be a card that represents acceptance, Gemini. So I think you were saying to yourself, do I want to accept being in an environment that I'm just not really loving? Or do I want to say, screw that, let me walk away from that environment and find the righteous path that I'm really supposed to walk? Like, you're getting to that standstill energy of like, should I stay, should I go? Should I be here and be miserable, or go somewhere else and potentially be more happy? And I think a lot of you Geminis are leaning more towards going somewhere else and being more happy. So, giving you guys an overall synopsis of what I've gathered so far from this reading, you know, taking a look at the current energies in the beginning, you had the Magician, the Eight of Cups, and you had the Four of Swords. So the Eight of Cups and Four of Swords were telling me basically you're walking away from something. And when the Magician card showed up as well, it was telling me that you're walking away from something that was starting to feel uncomfortably wrong. It was starting to feel like it was just not meant to be in alignment with you. So a series of events were building up for you, Gemini, where more and more over time, you were noticing that something just didn't feel right the more that you were around it. So, coming into December, you were recognizing, should I stay where I'm uncomfortable and just not really feeling like I'm growing or thriving, or should I walk away and in hopes to find a better path? And I think that really is where most of you are leaning towards. So, like I said, some of you guys may have gotten into a relationship. You might have thought that that was your dream relationship or your dream person, but then you uncovered that they're not. Maybe you walked into a job that you were expecting and had high hopes for, and then you recognized that this job just really isn't for me. It could be about anything, guys. You know, it's a general read, so take it how it resonates to your life if this story is resonating to you. But that's what I'm gathering in December. You're like, yeah, something is just not what I thought it would be, and I rather not be miserable. I rather walk away and go to the righteous path I'm supposed to be on. So you're getting that intuitive nudge to really walk away from something here, and I think you're going to go through with it. Let's go ahead and take a look if there are any sort of dire or important messages coming in for Gemini. That card wanted to shoot right out. What was this? You got here the Page of Swords, and it came out in the reverse. Yeah, Gemini, for the dire and important messages part of this reading, I think one of the most important messages you're going to get is that Page of Swords in reverse. It's like, Gemini, if something is not piquing your interest, if something is not, you know, grabbing your attention in a way that is fun and in a way that's exciting, like, don't continue to pursue it. Like, if something is boring you or feels wrong or feels off, if you genuinely don't feel connected to something, do not keep investing into it, right? You want to invest into the things that are incredibly fulfilling. Three of Cups, you want to invest into the things that bring a lot of enjoyment into your life. If you invest into things that are not fulfilling to you, you're going to become the hangman. You're going to become stuck. You're going to become miserable because you're doing something in your life that's not necessarily making you happy. So it's always better to take the next path. Ace of Wands, it's always better to look for a new beginning if your current reality is not currently fulfilling you. Page of Wands, go out there and explore. Get ready for an adventure, right? So what I'm picking up for you guys this month in December is like, if your current environment is not making you happy, leave. Right? If your relationship's not making you happy, walk away from that relationship. If your friendships aren't making you happy, maybe surround yourself with a different crowd. If your job is not making you happy, look for better jobs that would be more fulfilling, right? If something like a habit of yours is really starting to bother you, change your habits, right? Go through your own personal transformation. I just think that a lot of you guys this month are coming to a massive realization that something that is in your life does not feel right and it needs to change. And if the more that you stay in the energy of something that's making you uncomfortable, the more you're going to be miserable, the more you're going to be unhappy. So if something here's got to change, Gemini, be that change this month. I think it's really important to advocate that, okay? All right, guys, this was actually a pretty fast reading. This is all the information I got. I feel like I should get a little more information because this reading does feel a little bit vague. So let me go to the outcome real quick for your month, and then I will pull some additional messages and we'll see if it resonates with you, okay? So what's going to be the overall outcome here for Gemini's month for December 2021? What is going to be the overall outcome here for Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout December 2021? And what do we have? We have here the Queen of Cups, and give me one sec, Gemini, there was a card that fell on the floor. So we got here Queen of Cups, and we got here the Empress. Yeah, coming into the outcome here for the month, Queen of Cups to the Empress card. It's really about saying, like, I need things to really fulfill me and make me happy. And if I'm noticing that my environment's not doing that, then chances are I've outgrown my environment. And that's what the Empress card is saying here. Because the Empress card is all about growth. It's all about expanding. It's all about putting your life into the direction where you are constantly doing better for yourself. And if you feel like you've already outgrown something, Gemini, then it's time to move on. It's time to continue filling your cup with that Queen of Cups, right? So Geminis, I really feel like the entire synopsis of the reading, the entire reading in general, is just about you guys realizing that something just doesn't feel right to you anymore. You've definitely outgrown something, and it's about, what am I going to do? Am I going to stay where I'm uncomfortable and not really happy and just be miserable? Or am I going to move forward and say, fuck it, let me go after a new beginning, and maybe there's something else out there that's much better for me? I would always tell people, like, if you don't like your current circumstance, your current reality, go towards the new, right? If you're content with your current reality, you don't need a new beginning. But if you do not like your current reality, go to the new beginning anyway. Because who knows? It can probably be, and it probably will be, so much better than what you're currently experiencing. So yeah, I would say embrace the new this month, Gemini. That's going to be very important for you. Okay? Alright, let's go ahead and see if there are any extra messages that Geminis may need to hear for the month of December 2021. Are there any more extra messages that Geminis may need to hear throughout December? And what do we got? We got here the Knight of Swords. We got here the Seven of Wands. We got here the Fool. And we got here the Knight of Pentacles. So, Knight of Swords to the Seven of Wands. Don't be afraid to, like, speak your truth, Gemini. Don't be afraid to speak your mind coming into December. Because I definitely feel like the Seven of Wands has you guys been, like, a little constricting lately. Like, you haven't really truthfully been expressing how you really feel. I feel like you've definitely been holding yourself back, biting your tongue a little bit about certain situations in your life. So guys, make sure that you're blunt this month. Don't hold anything back. You know, don't be blunt with a rude type of energy behind it, but be honest this month when people ask you certain things, or when you are even communicating towards yourself. Just be honest with how you feel, I think, is going to be a really important message for you. And also with the Fool card here to the Knight of Pentacles, I think the universe is saying to you guys as well, don't be afraid to venture out into the unknown and do things differently instead of doing things by the book. What does that mean to you, Gemini? Well, I think the universe is saying don't be afraid to take some risks in the month of December. For example, let's say what you're walking away from this month does happen to be a relationship. Maybe you've been in a relationship for the past couple of years, but you're starting to realize that you just don't love that person anymore. It's okay to walk away from a relationship with somebody you're not in love with anymore, despite how long you've been together, because even though there was a certain stance of stability there, being with somebody for so long, it's okay to embrace meeting a new person and starting all over again. Another message that kind of just popped up in my head as well for you was don't be afraid to start all over again too. So I'm not sure how that resonates to some of you Geminis. Maybe it's in regards to your work or business. Some of you guys may be changing up your major in college, for those of you guys that are in college that watch me, but it's just that energy of, like, don't be afraid to start all over again. It's totally okay to start from scratch. You can rebuild anything that you want to. So whether it's about rebuilding relationships, rebuilding your financial wealth and whatever you're doing for your work, whether it's about rebuilding yourself as a person, don't be afraid to start from scratch is what I'm hearing for you as well. But Geminis, overall guys, this entire reading is kind of screaming to me like there is something so much better on another path for you. this path you're currently on just is not the one for you. Something feels off, something feels wrong, so go to the other side. There is a better path there for you guys to take. Don't be afraid to take it, okay? Alright, Gemini, that's what I got for you guys. I hope it resonates. If it does, let me know down in the comments down below. Always, if this reading doesn't resonate, no worries, guys. There will be tons of more readings on the channel in the future. I love you all so much, Gemini. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. And with that all being said, guys, I will catch you all in your next video. Much love, Gemini, and enjoy the rest of your December 2021. And I will catch you guys later. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.